Today, I am testing some special looking skins in going balls. Some of these feel seasonal, some feel event inspired, and some just look different from the normal bonus skins. But I am not only checking the design, I am watching how each one feels on the track, visibility, control, destruction, and how easy it is to follow during movement. First is the USA ball. This one has a strong visual identity right away. The dark base and bright pattern make it easy to notice on the track, especially when the camera pulls back. The rolling motion is also clear, so it does not feel hard to follow. Now the Earth ball. This one feels smoother and calmer compared to the USA ball. The blue and green design gives it a clean look and it stands out well against most parts of the track. What I like here is that the skin does not feel too aggressive. It has detail, but it does not fight for attention. That helps during turns, ramps, and movements where you need to keep your focus on the path. For visibility and control, this is one of the cleaner skins so far. It looks special, but it still feels practical for gameplay. Next is the colorful beach ball. That one gives the run a lighter and more playful feel. The color sections make the rolling motion easy to read, so you can quickly see when the ball is speeding up or slowing down. The downside is contrast. Because the track is already bright, some colors can blend a little depending on the camera angle. In those moments, the shadow and track line become more important. Still, the skin works well for casual gameplay. It is not the strongest control skin, but it adds a fun visual change without making the run feel heavy. Now the mask ball. This is where the video starts to feel more character based. The face design gives the ball a different personality and it immediately stands out from the simpler skins. But this skin also has a distraction risk. When it spins quickly, the face pattern changes direction again and again, so it can pull attention away from the next obstacle. For viewer interest, this one is strong. For clean control, it needs more focus. It looks unique, but it is not the easiest skin to ignore while playing. Next is the Christmas ball. This one has a clear seasonal feel and visually it works well on this track. The red tone is easy to spot and the decoration gives enough movement without becoming too messy. Compared to the mask ball, this feels more balanced. It has detail, but the gameplay still stays readable. On wider turns and ramps, the ball is easy to follow. For me, this is one of the safer skins in the run. It looks different, but it does not create too much visual noise. Now the rabbit ball. This skin has a softer look. It feels cleaner, simpler, and less aggressive than the previous ones. That actually helps with control because the design is not constantly fighting for attention. The main issue is brightness. In lighter areas, the ball can lose a bit of contrast, so I have to watch the shadow and the center of the track more carefully. Still, the rabbit ball feels calm to play with. It may not be the loudest design, but for steady movement and clean control, it works better than expected. Next is the octopus ball. This one changes the feel of the gameplay completely. It has more shape, more detail, and more personality on screen, so it immediately catches the eye. This is good for viewer attention, but it also means the skin can feel busier during fast turns or ramps. The gameplay physics are the same, but visually it feels more intense. This is the type of skin that makes the run look different, but you have to stay focused. If you watch the design too much, you can miss the next movement on the track. Now the paper ball. This one is more understated. It does not rely on bright colors or a character design. Instead, the texture gives it a rough, crumpled look which makes the rolling motion easy enough to read. The good thing is that it does not distract much. It keeps the skin cleaner than the octopus or mask ball. The weak point is contrast, especially when the background becomes pale or bright. For control, I actually like this one. It feels simple, readable, and less noisy during movement. And finally the shadow ball. This is the most different skin in the video. There are no bright colors, no clear pattern, and no playful design. It feels more like a visibility challenge. Because the ball is darker, I have to read the movement differently. The shadow, the track position, and the direction of travel matter more here. Small turns feel more serious because the skin does not give you as much visual detail. This is not just a design change, it changes how focused the run feels. Out of all these skins, the shadow ball feels like the toughest one for visibility. The best skin is not only the one that looks coolest. A good going ball skin has to stay visible, avoid distraction, and still let you control the ball properly. For me, the shadow ball is the most unique test, but the cleaner skins are easier for steady gameplay. Which one should you use for a clean no mistake run?